My name is John Ruck. I'm one of the owners at WBA Insurance. We have been in business since 1989, and we pride ourselves on customer service.
My name is Meredith Simmons, and I am one of the agency owners here at WBA Insurance. WBA Insurance is a independent property and casualty insurance agency.
We're about 50% commercial and 50% personal lines.
We help businesses with their insurance needs, and we help individuals like you and me with home insurance, auto insurance, renter's insurance, and life insurance. So we were in a situation where we were encountering issues what felt like daily. We just were having a lot of problems, whether it was an issue with our server or internet issue that was really significantly affecting our business. You know, if our systems were down and somebody, called in and we couldn't access their policy information, or we didn't have access to the information that we needed to be able to make a change to their policy or answer a billing question, it would certainly have an effect on our customers. At the time that we knew we wanted to make a change, we wanted to consider all options. So we actually met with several different IT providers, and it was just the entire process with Dominion. We could tell from, our very first interaction, the timeliness, the professionalism, the fact that they were thinking about things that we weren't even thinking about. It was pretty evident from the beginning.
They came back with a written project list of how they were going to do it, what they were going to do, when they were going to do it. And Meredith, when they left, Meredith and I looked at each other and said, wow, it was pretty impressive. And equally as impressive was they kept to it. And the first thing Dominion did was they came in and rewired and organized everything in a cabinet that if you go back and look at it, it amazed us.
They never once missed a deadline. If there was anything that came up that was unexpected, Dominion would pick up the phone and call me or shoot me an email, and they were very proactive in their addressing any unexpected issues.
The beginning of the transition, this pandemic hit, so we had to scramble to get home. It kind of changed the system that they had set up, but they were extremely good and got us, within a day and a half, we had all 18 of us working from home. The system that Dominion set up was able to allow us to really expand during that time, and it was a real shocker.
The thing that I like about the process in which we interact with Dominion is the variety. So, obviously we have a staff of 18 people, and so some of our employees like the idea of being able to just, send an email or log into the portal and create a ticket. Whereas some of our employees like to pick up the phone and talk to somebody. And so the fact that Dominion offers the flexibility in the way in which we can communicate with them is wonderful.
We had an office meeting yesterday, and one of the employees said, I just want to point out that the Dominion people came in and were able to fix my problem, and it was extremely professional. And that was brought up unannounced in a meeting. And it makes you feel good when, if as an owner, you've picked the right company to handle your issues.
I would say to any business that is struggling with consistent issues from IT. So if you're struggling with computers not working, phones not working, anything that affects your productivity, give Dominion a call. Our experience is that we kind of lived in a world for a number of years where we just thought, that's how it has to be, and the reality is it doesn't.
They tell you what they're going to do, and then they do what they say, and I think that's extremely important today.